her own person now. She can make her own decisions. And whether my daughter wants to contact me or not, she knows where I am, and she knows I want to hear from her, whatever happens.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again Thursday at 9, 8 Central for Dateline's Thursday Night Mystery. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. The man convicted in the Aurora Theater shooting, James Holmes, learns today that he will spend the rest of his life in prison for killing 12 people and injuring 70 others. A jury was hung. They were unable to reach a unanimous sentencing regarding the death penalty for Holmes, which automatically results in life in prison. Today's sentencing comes after just 6.5 hours of deliberations. The murder trial lasting 65 days. Jurors hearing testimony from 306 witnesses as the defense tried to convince them to spare the 27-year-old's life. Holmes is now scheduled to be formally sentenced at a 3-day hearing. That'll start on August 24th. The Republican presidential candidates squared off, of course, last night in the first debate of the 2016 race for the White House. They took the stage in Cleveland, Ohio, the site of next summer's Republican National Convention. ABC's Mark Barger reports.
Fireworks right out of the gate. Donald Trump refusing to take a pledge not to run as a third-party candidate.
Raise your hand now if you won't make that pledge tonight.
I'm, talking about a lot of leverage. We want to win, and we will win.
Senator Rand Paul quickly pounced.
He's already hedging his bets because he's used to buying politicians.
Well, I've given him plenty of money.
Here's the thing about Donald Trump. Donald Trump's hitting a nerve in this country. He is. He's hitting a nerve. People are frustrated. They're fed up.
More sparring between New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and Paul over the senator's demand for limits on government surveillance.
I don't trust President Obama with our records. I know you gave him a big hug, and if you want to give him a big hug again, go right ahead.
Senator Paul, the hugs that I remember are the hugs that I gave to the families who lost their people on September 11th.
The debate touched on everything from the size of the federal government.
This is power that should be shifted back to the states.
To criticism of the Democratic frontrunner.
Unlike Hillary Clinton, who has a radical position in terms of support for Planned Parenthood.
If Hillary is the candidate, which I doubt, that would be a dream come true.
Over the last 6.5 years, we've seen the consequences of the Obama-Clinton foreign policy.
How is Hillary Clinton going to lecture me about living paycheck to paycheck? I was raised paycheck to paycheck.
Jeb Bush tried to distinguish himself from his family name as he touted his record as governor of Florida.
I'm my own man. I govern as a conservative, and I govern effectively.
The first debate behind them, the candidates are back on the campaign trail looking for a bump in the polls. Mark Barger, NBC News.
And as we know, the GOP field has now swelled to 17 declared major candidates for the Republican nomination. The top 10, of course, making it into last night's primetime debate, the 7 lower-tier candidates debating earlier in the day in Cleveland. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And we close out this week of trade. The Dow Jones losing 46 points on the day, 17,373, solidly in the negative for the entirety of the trading week. NASDAQ Composite down 13, 5,044. The S&P 500 also losing ground today, down 6 to 2078, and gold rising an even $3 to $1,092.80 on this day of trade. Rapid City Police releasing a video today of a burglary suspect inside a business. They're hoping the public can help identify the person who burglarized an East North Street business last month. The suspect is described as a man between the ages of 19 and 27. He appears to stand between 5 feet 11 inches and 6 feet 3 inches tall. The burglar made off with an undisclosed amount of goods from the business. If you have any information regarding this incident or who might be responsible, you're encouraged to contact police by calling 394-4131 or by texting an anonymous tip. You can do the texting by the letters RCPD, and you can send the information to 847-411. You'll find a link to that video on our website at newscenter1.tv. As we come to the final days of the 75th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, there's still much to see and concerts and demos and vendors, but we're also reminded once again to enjoy the rally safely, both in town and on the roads. Thankfully, no more fatalities to report. There have been 10 on area roads in the past week. Today, the South Dakota Highway Patrol reporting 130 injury accidents since July 28th, and Sturgis Police reporting 30 arrests for driving under the influence during that time period as well. With the number of accidents on area roads on the rise during the Sturgis Rally period, many are asking about safety laws here in South Dakota. According to the Bureau of Transportation, motorcycle sales have increased steadily over the past decade, and correlating with that statistic, an increase in helmet laws across the nation. The law is the same for us here in South Dakota. It's what's called a partial law. That means that adults are free to not wear a helmet, while children under the ages of 18 are required to wear a helmet.
Helmets make a big difference in terms of survivability from an accident. And you might think, well, it's not going to happen to me, but you never really know what other drivers are going to do. And with all the additional traffic in this area, that's an order of magnitude that you really can't even comprehend. There's so many variables in place, you really ought to be taking every precaution. And beyond that, just setting a good example for everyone else. Because for every motorcycle rider that wears a helmet, it becomes cooler for other motorcycle riders to wear helmets too.
While no change to South Dakota law is in the works, some make head protection work at the rally, wearing their safety in style. The body of Black Hills National Forest Engine Captain David Rule is now home with his family in Rapid City. Rule died from carbon monoxide poisoning and smoke inhalation while fighting the frog fire in California on July 31st. A procession will be held this Sunday starting at 1 p.m. at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Rapid City, and it will end at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. The public is invited to pay their respects along the route, and that memorial service starts at 3 in the Don Barnett Arena of the Civic Center. Several memorial funds have been established in the honor of David Rule, and donors can contribute to the Wildland Firefighter Foundation, the Dave Rule Memorial Fund at any Wells Fargo bank, or a GoFundMe account that's been established as well. You can find that link. That'll be available on our website at newscenter1.tv. It is a somber reminder of the dangers that our firefighters risk day in and day out, and right here in the Black Hills, fire danger is now back on the rise as the frequency of heavy rain subsides. A total of 16 wildland fires sparking during the week. Lightning storms from Tuesday and Wednesday are believed to be the culprit. The largest of those fires, a 35-acre blaze south of Custer. 2 of the 16 were within the bounds of Custer state lands. Fire officials warn that we are in the midst of what is typically peak fire activity.
Our peak season is about mid-July to about the last part of August. That's when we would normally have our largest fires. This year, of course, we've been kind of pushed back from that because of the wet weather in June. It's the first time this fire season that both the northern hills, central hills, and southern hills have all showed high fire danger. And we'll expect that trend to continue through the most of the month of August.
No matter the time of year, it is always best to do your part in terms of taking precautions to limit human-caused fires and sources of ignition for wildfires as well before wildfires start. Yeah. So forewarned is forearmed. We want to make sure that we get through this fire season. As you and I talked at 5:30, those fine fuels and all the fuels had a chance to replenish because of the rainfall. Now, if it cooks off and dries, it's common sense.
And it will cook off next week. We're expecting some very warm temperatures. Once again, maybe a few little showers and thunderstorms this weekend, but next week temperatures are going to be right back up into the 90s. We haven't had any significant forest fires here in the Black Hills. That's great news. Let's hope it continues. But as I said, some warm, dry weather is certainly on the way. Here's the radar. Just a few little sprinkles out there, particularly over the southern hills down in Fall River County. That's all. Maybe after midnight we'll have a few little isolated showers redevelop back over the Black Hills. I think the frequency will increase as far as showers are concerned tomorrow and Sunday, but after that, temperatures right back up into the 90s, and we expect a dry week.
And if memory serves about the record fire year of 2000, it was almost the same scenario. Yeah. We had a very wet spring, and that gave us all the fine fuels and let everything really build up, and then we know what happened the rest of the year. And that was the year of the Jasper Fire. Yeah. 83,000 acres, and that remains the largest wildfire in South Dakota history. Hopefully we don't have a repeat this year. We keep our fingers crossed as we move into the heart of what is the most dangerous portion of fire season. We'll get more details coming up in your forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break.
This is News Center 1. with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
If your child ever asks you, where do sandwiches come from? Tell them the truth. Look them straight in the eyes and tell them, sandwiches come from Arby's. And if they ask where the loaded Italian and its many meats come from, kindly respond, what part of Arby's didn't you understand, Giuseppe? The new loaded Italian sandwich. Arby's, we have the meats.
When you invite someone in your home to work on your heating and air conditioning, you want experienced professionals with high moral values, like the pros from AirServe of the Black Hills. AirServe technicians are expertly trained to treat you and your home with respect. AirServe offers upfront pricing. They serve by the job, not by the hour. Fixed right promise. It's fixed right the first time, or it's free. For service you can trust, call the pros at AirServe of the Black Hills.
Your home is more than four walls. It's the place you bring home what you love. During Carpet One's Bring It Home flooring sale, save up to 50% on select styles of Innovia carpets. They're naturally soft, easy to clean, and eco-friendly. Plus, get up to $500 off select hardwood, vinyl, laminate, tile, and more. You'll love the way your new floors look, or we'll replace them for free. Visit Carpet One during our Bring It Home flooring sale for floors you'll love to bring home.
Everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
People just can't stop talking about Ford. Announcing the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now get our best offers of the year on Focus, Fusion, and Escape. 0% financing for 72 months, plus $750 cash back and no payments until fall. Or choose up to $3,500 in total cash back and still relax this summer with no payments until fall on Fusion, Escape, and Focus during the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Speed, reliability, performance, quality. Everything you like about your truck, you will like about Quick Lube. Stop by and their professional staff will perform a tire rotation, 16-point inspection, chassis lube, and an engine and oil filter change. Plus receive a free Super Tunnel car wash. Now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
You saw it unfold live right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30 yesterday. We gave you the play-by-play as it happened, the run-up, the anticipation of what was going to happen. It was a world record jump for professional daredevil Doug Danger, attempting and completing what's called the suicide jump, something that Evel Knievel tried but failed to do. Using the very same motorcycle that Knievel rode, Doug Danger rewrites history with a ride in the heartland of Harley-Davidsons, Sturgis, South Dakota. We recount tonight his record-breaking moment.
This jump is not my death wish. We're going to pull this one off. It's going to be one of the greatest jumps in history.
Putting his life on the line, thousands lined up to see professional daredevil Doug Danger perform a never-before-been-completed stunt.
I have the biggest faith in him in the world. He's the best.
Exactly what Doug Danger set out to be, the best, attempting a Guinness World Record by jumping over 22 cars on a motorcycle.
I'm hoping that my experience, my 36 years of motorcycle jumping, will give me the extra experience that I need to pull off a jump nobody has ever been able to make. Two people have tried. One guy almost died.
Over 40 years ago, infamous adrenaline seeker Evel Knievel attempted and failed at this same jump.
Doug Danger saying, quote, "This is the one jump that Evel couldn't make. He failed. I'm determined to succeed where he fell short." And he actually quite literally fell short, 3 cars short to be exact. Luckily, there was a safety ramp in place to break his fall, but unfortunately, that wasn't enough to not break his bones.
Evel just as notorious for his career highlights as for his downfalls, like his crash at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas.
He was jumping Caesar's Towers, their palace. We just happened to be there on vacation, and we stayed around to watch him jump.
And what was your reaction when he did fall? What was the crowd doing?
Terrified. We were terrified.
Thousands terrified in anticipation for Doug's jump as well, but Sturgis motorcycle rally goers rallied behind the man, following in Knievel's footsteps.
Doug Danger! Woo!
Supporters gathered, all leading up to the moment of truth. Will Danger break records or break bones.
Here he comes.
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, baby.
Success from every single angle.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
It's not even words can put it together. I'm 53 years old. I beat stage 4 cancer, and I just jumped the farthest Harley jump over cars has ever been done. I did it for Evel Knievel. He didn't quite get to the other side. Hey, Evel, we made it to the other side on your bike, man. Thank you. I love you, Evel. You created a sport we all love.
And that's Doug Danger's second Guinness World Record title. Danger reaffirming he did not have a death wish prior to that event, saying that he wants to grow to be 100 years old with his wife, who was in the audience of thousands cheering him on as he set that world record. And you saw it right here on NewsCenter1 yesterday. The only station in the market, by the way, to have it live at 5:30. You saw it right here. Another record breaker yesterday, Sturgis rally riders gathering at the Buffalo Chip to create the world's largest motorcycle sculpture. That sculpture was created alongside the Field of Flags and the Traveling Vietnam Wall, honoring fallen military heroes of Vietnam. The work of art presented by the Black Hills Clean Water Alliance, the Buffalo Chip Campground, and Spectral Q also formed to call attention to the water concerns in the Black Hills region and the protection of water from uranium mining. Nearly 1,000 bikers taking part in what they call an historic event. Well, as the Sturgis rally draws to a close, Rapid City drivers should prepare for a shift in traffic once again on Mount Rushmore Road. Starting on Monday, two-way traffic will be carried in the southbound lanes of the west side of the road. Tower Road Bridge will remain open until August 25th. That's when traffic will switch to a single lane there until construction on that project is complete. Detours will be set up for Floorman Street and Indiana Street. Drivers can expect delays and should plan trips for right-hand turns. And as always, you're advised to use caution with speed and be aware of construction workers and equipment that'll be right next to the road. Speaking of traffic, it is starting to slow down a bit. That's an understatement. In fact, on the Interstate 90, much slower than it was yesterday. We're starting to see people trickle out and make their way home on the highways and byways. But that's no reason to take extra caution as you make your way across the Black Hills. We'll be back after the break with a look at your end of the rally temperatures.
Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. Update your bathroom with Lions. Made in Dowagiac, Michigan, this 60-inch Elite 4-piece shower is perfect for a bathtub replacement. $449. Mohawk carpet is made in Dalton, Georgia. Update any room with Kings Park or Sea Island carpet. These carpets are luxurious and soft to the touch with lifetime stain warranties. Your choice, only $119 a square foot.
Save big money at Menards.
No cake, no candles, and no ice cream.
However, we do have some nice gifts here at Carl's during our anniversary celebration.
Take advantage of huge discounts, along with Carl's exclusive rebates on top brands.
And on selected appliances, we're offering free delivery and free haul away of your old appliance.
Also, stop in to register for one of 59 $100 gift cards and a chest freezer full of food.
So stop into Carl's today and help us celebrate 59 wonderful years of serving you.
We're here on the streets of Nashville, introducing people to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
How are you guys liking the frozen custard? So good.
So it's got rich, fresh dairy, and that's what gives it that really creamy texture.
One word to describe it.
Craveable.
Very smooth.
Perfect.
Better than ice cream. Creamy and cool, that's nice. Be a custard hero. Introduce somebody to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
It almost tastes like it's homemade.
I think somebody loves it. It's good.
Welcome to Delicious.
Introducing the new Can-Am Spyder F3. With a cruising riding position and the most advanced vehicle stability system in the industry, you'll ride with a feeling of complete freedom and confidence. Visit your Can-Am Spyder dealer and test drive one today. The new Spyder F3. Riding has evolved.
Rice Honda Suzuki in Rapid City. Test ride one today.
What started out as Girls Club in 1965, Youth and Family Services has grown to become one of the most comprehensive and respected family development programs in western South Dakota. YFS serves more than 11,000 children and their families each year, encouraging them to go beyond the possible and discover their dreams through education, nutrition, advocacy, and prevention services. Find out how you can help support children and families in your community by visiting yfsfoundation.org or call 342-4195.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, once again, here's the weather almanac. 84 is a high temperature, about 4 degrees below normal, but not bad. It was a nice day today, 55, and that's about 4 degrees below normal. That's our low temperature, 547 sun up, 809 sun down, and we're over 7 3/4 inches above normal, above where it should be. No surprise, though, to anybody who's been living here for, let's say 3 weeks or more. 69, the current temperature, clear skies, winds are out of the north at 5, and up at Custer, I get my big head out of the way, there you go, Custer 63, a few little clouds up there. We have some calm winds over in beautiful downtown Custer, down in the Southern Hills. Look how hot it is down in Texas. Oh my goodness gracious here. Look at 103 Midland, Dallas the same, Oklahoma City 102, 100 San Antonio, beautiful. I love San Antonio. I think I mentioned that before. 102 El Paso. And as you would expect, with all the heat and the humidity, there is heat advisories and excessive heat all through the air. It's expanding. It's moving on up. It's moving into Kansas and Missouri, and it's sliding further to the east into Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Central Texas, Northeast Texas. Heat advisories down there, and it's going to stay that way right on through the weekend. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse probably next week, and I'll show you why in a little bit. Satellite rate, look at the moisture. Here it comes. Here it comes. So with all this moisture streaming into the Black Hills, coming out of the South Pacific, and then with this front coming across, this low pressure area moving in, all of that means a little bit of instability, a little bit of moisture in the atmosphere, and showers. Showers tomorrow, widely scattered showers, thunderstorms, late morning, afternoon, evening, and then even into Sunday. We stop here Sunday, 2 o'clock. You can see the low, little wraparound showers expected on Sunday. Some cooler temperatures as well. Let's see, here we go. Cooler temperatures through the weekend, but then the heat returns next week. Look at that. You can see the ridging just taking place, and that's going to bring up the heat from the south. Poor Texas is going to be right in the middle of this thing as well, so those heat advisories will stay in effect right on through the most of next week, if not all of next week. Here's a little closer look. Satellite radar. We stop at 3 p.m. tomorrow. The moisture coming in, this front coming through, there you have them. You can expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow, folks. And then Sunday, we stop at 2 o'clock. Again, a little bit of shower activity, thunderstorm activity on Sunday. Everything should dry out Monday, and for the rest of that week, we don't expect to see much, but the heat will be returning. High temperatures, speaking of heat, high temperatures across South Dakota. There they are, 89 in Huron, 89 Chamberlain, 89 Phillip, 88 up there in Faith. And tomorrow, a little bit cooler now. Lower 80s and even to some 70s, 72 Spearfish. And then Sunday, cooler yet. All right, what do we got here? Bunch of 70s. So Sunday's going to be nice. Sunday's going to be the coolest day of the 7 days as well. Here's the forecast for Saturday, though. 78 Spearfish, 74 Custer, Newcastle, 80 degrees. And we'll have those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Hill City, 73, 77 Belle Fourche, 76 at the legendary Buffalo Chip. Here's a forecast, 62 tonight, mostly cloudy and mild, passing showers. After midnight, we'll have a few little showers in the area after midnight, but nothing of much consequence. And then tomorrow, 81, mostly cloudy. Now, that's when we'll see the scattered showers and thunderstorms. I mean, they'll be a little more numerous tomorrow afternoon, winds out of the east, 5 to 10. And those showers will stay with us tomorrow evening, overnight low, 58, a little bit cooler than tonight. Winds holding out of the north. 7-day forecast. Let's see, we're going to warm it up a little bit Monday, warm it up more on Tuesday, even more on Wednesday in the lower 90s, and 92 Thursday, 95 on Friday, and dry. We'll have dry conditions Monday through Friday of next week. ClickBigDeals.com, real quick. Let's get it on up there. No, I guess we're not going to get it on up. There it goes. Get a half-day rental on the ATV four-seater at High Country Guest Ranch. That's up near Hill City.
Going to have some good weather to do that, too.
Yep.
We'll be right back with sports after the break.
Shining, wheels rolling, rivers flowing, it's mind blowing. We're roaming Wyoming.
Visit WyomingTourism.org for a whole calendar of fun summer events.
Want a smart way to dress up a room with a smarter buy? Flooring America has the region's largest selection of area rugs. From room size to throw rugs, you'll find that designer touch needed to add style, warmth, and comfort to your room. Name brand, top-of-the-line products straight from the manufacturer to save you money. Buy now and get a 3-piece package for as low as $199. Lots of rugs are half off. Visit Flooring America today to shop smart and buy smarter.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Black Hills Christian Academy's mission statement is instilling Christian principles and academic excellence with care. Since 1992, now enrolling, classroom sizes are limited.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
Jeffy1016 posted, worked hard, promotion, time to play hard, hashtag upgrade my car. Congrats, Jeffy. Now's the time to hit the Honda Summer Clearance event. You can get a great deal on the Honda Accord from KBB.com's best overall brand. With rear view camera and text message reader standard, it's the perfect upgrade. Awesome.
Go, Jeffy. Go, Jeffy. Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Since 1961, rallygoers have been flocking to the Jack Pine Gypsies Club grounds in Sturgis for the excitement of the hill climb. Earlier this week, the amateurs attempted to climb to the top, and today it was the pros' turn to try and conquer the 265-foot hill. Today's riders competed for $10,000 in prize money before a huge crowd, as you can see. This is the 251 to 450 cc class. Longtime rider Corey Earhart making it look easy here. He made it all the way to the top of the hill in a time of 9.38 seconds. Moving on to Tyler Caldwell now, another nice run. He moved into the top 10 after posting a time of 9.29 seconds. However, things didn't go so well, though, for Taylor Finn. He made it 187 feet up the hill before face planting it here. It looked a little painful, but he was all right. Up next now, Austin Caldwell. A great run here. He turned in a time of 9.06 seconds. That was good enough for second place overall. However, Logan Sapala won the division with a time of 8.85 seconds. Well, we're down to the final few weeks of the season out at Black Hills Speedway. Let's check out some of tonight's races. There was only one heat race in the hobby stocks, and Darren Shear just edged John Garrigan to win the race. However, Garrigan leads the point standings in this division, 16 points ahead of Dallas Porter. Moving on to the street stocks now, Warren Pooyer of Kyle took the checkered flag in the first heat race. Troy Murner was second. Meanwhile, Andy Fitzgerald in the 21 car here, your current leader in this division, won the second heat race, followed by Lyle Ferguson and Jeff Ferguson. And jumping ahead to the Midwest Modifieds now, the winner of the first heat was Chad Horst. He entered tonight 6th place in the standings. And number 66 here, Mark Brave of Rapid City, won the second heat race of the Midwest Modifieds. The racing action continues next Friday night. Well, it's a new summer, and the boys from Canyon Lake Little League would like nothing better than to clinch a spot in the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. But first is the Midwest Regional Tournament taking place in Indianapolis. The Canyon Lake Little League team qualified for the Midwest Regional Tournament after winning the North Dakota-South Dakota District Tournament with a 13-3 win over Harney in the championship game. Last summer, the Canyon Lake All-Stars made it all the way to the World Series in Williamsport, and now this year's team from Canyon Lake would love to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Anytime that you have success in your town, in your league, which Rapid City's had a lot of in baseball over the years, I think it feeds the next class of kids, the next generation of kids. They see that, they want to participate in that, they want to have that experience, and they learn what it takes to do that.
We actually kind of have a team goal where we want to make it as far as last year's team, or if not farther.
After 21 days off, Canyon Lake will finally open play on Monday, August 10th against the winner of the Omaha, Nebraska and Webb City, Missouri game.
It's a long time, which means we got a lot of time to work on a lot of things from a coaching perspective, but it's a long time for the kids to go between games. It's hard to keep focused that long. It's hard to be game ready that long. So we've tried to mix it up with some days off here and there, let them do some fun activities, and at the same time make sure we're staying focused on baseball. And when we come to practice every day, we're ready to go.
I think we're all tired of practicing, but practice makes perfect, so we all got to practice.
And it's day 3 of the Central Plains Regional Tournament in Bismarck. Post 22 currently leads Millard South 3-0 in the 7th inning. The winner clinches a spot in the championship game. In other action today, Eden Prairie eliminated Wayzata, Minnesota by a score of 7-6. So Eden Prairie will play the winner of the Post 22 and Millard South game tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Meanwhile, Creighton Prep is still alive in the tournament as well. Creighton knocked off Washington, Missouri today by a final score of 13-10. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
Send your kids back to school in style without dipping into their spring break fund. During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, you'll find writing desks up to 50% off. Task chairs in 3 colors just $29. Super sacks now 50% off. Futons starting at $99. And for the future scholars, all kids' beds are on sale starting at $99. Plus, a whole lot more including 5 years interest-free financing. Come to the back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
Ron Woodruff presents War at the Sturgis Buffalo Chip. All my friends know right. With Adelia's Way. Saturday, August 8th. Bring your friends. And party at the legendary Buffalo Chip. Get your passes now at BuffaloChip.com. Silverado and Deadwood, Hot Weathers and Sturgis, Rice Victory, Rapid City, and to the Buffalo Chip Gate.
Now, what could be better than the simple, worry-free car buying of one Liberty dealership? How about the simple, worry-free car buying of 2 Liberty dealerships? With 5 different manufacturers at 2 convenient locations in Rapid City, you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for at Liberty Superstore. That's 2 Liberty locations, just a stone's throw away. But don't throw any stones at us.
Liberty Superstores. Simple, worry-free car buying.
Pete Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
After tonight, only 2 more motorcycle field days remaining across the Black Hills before the 75th annual Sturgis Rally closes out for another year. All planned events ran smoothly with plenty of good riding weather, and Sturgis city leaders say that expectations were met and exceeded. If you'd like to hear more on the preparation and operations throughout the week, we talked to Sturgis Public Information Officer Christina Steele.
So far, this has been an awesome rally. We have had the people we expected here, and we've had really good numbers on our vending permits. And in addition to that, we've had no real major incidents. So it's been a very good rally. We've had great weather, and people seem to be enjoying themselves very much.
As of 8 this morning, the city of Sturgis had issued 903 temporary vendor licenses. Now that's up significantly. That compares to 679 total licenses in 2014.
Showers and cooler temperatures this weekend.
That'll do it for us right here. Have a great night.
Join us at the Central States Fair August 14th through the 23rd as we celebrate 70 years of food on a stick. Grandstand passes are on sale now for 9 nights of fun, including Supercross races, Johnson Machine Napa Demo Derby, Black Hills Power Concert Series featuring Randy Hauser, Big and Rich, and the Eli Young Band. The Ranch Rodeo is back along with 3 nights of PRCA Rodeo. Grandstand passes are on sale now at these outlets or online. Make plans now for the 70th Annual Central States Fair in Rapid City.
Happy anniversary to me.
It's Safeway's anniversary.
Happy anniversary to me.
But you're the one who's going to save some serious money.
Happy anniversary to me.
Now with your club card, boneless, skinless chicken breast is $1.67 a pound. Select Quaker cereal is $1.49. And select Lay's, Fritos, or Cheetos are $1.88.
Happy anniversary to me.
Safeway's anniversary sale. It's huge.
Truck guys can't stop talking about Ford. And now during the summer sales event, get the best deals of the summer on Ford F-150.
This year, they've really kicked the competition's butt on this.
And Super Duty. They're the best-selling pickup trucks in America for 38 years straight. So don't miss the Ford summer sales event. Now lease a 2015 F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get up to $9,030 total savings on built Ford Tough trucks. Only at your local Ford stores.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.